Hi, I'm Ty Knight, and today on Game Day Hype Show, we're taking a look at Burnley taking on Arsenal at Turf Moor, 18th of September, 3 p.m. kickoff. Make sure if you're travelling up there or you're going to the game, travel safely, get there safely, and come out safely. Now, what do you get from a Game Day Hype Show brought to you by TK24 Sports? We give you the head-to-head, we give you the previous results as well as the form guide, and more information keeps on coming up in the show. So that's why it's vitally important you watch the entire show, you don't skip, you don't finish early. Watch the entire show, you get the best viewing experience you possibly can with the information, and from the show, you should then be able to say, yeah, my team's gonna win this game. So let's kick off with head-to-head. So head-to-head, 14 games played, Burnley's only won one, which was last season, a 1-0 win, and Arsenal have won the rest of these fixtures. But that doesn't mean it's going to be a win for Arsenal or Burnley. I'm going to tell you why here and now. As we know, Burnley got whooped at Goodison Park. Arsenal just about beat Norwich, and before that, both teams have just struggled getting wins under their belt. There's only two places that separate them right now in the Premier League, and Arsenal should be way up there right now, and Burnley should be exactly where they are. No disrespect, but it's true. But one thing I can say about this Burnley team under Sean Dyce, they are slow starters to the Premier League, while Arsenal are okay mid starters to any Premier League season. They really are. So this year is totally different. Arsenal have spent a bunch of money on new recruits, and they're now finally starting to come into the team. So this is where I'm going to see it being an Arsenal victory. No, I'm not. I'm joking. That's just way too early to predict that. And I'm going to explain why coming up in previous results. So the previous results have stated this. The last 3 games have been a draw, a Burnley win, and then another draw. That tells me that this game actually has a draw written all over it. Why? Because Arsenal have struggled going to Turf Moor, playing against them at the Emirates, and then again going to Turf Moor. Arteta has struggled sometimes to find him, get his team up for physical games, mentally and physically. But this year could actually be different because Sean Dyce does play a 4-4-2, very physical, very powerful, long balls going in there. Chris Woods, Ashley Woods. They are big guys. These guys are massive. Then you got the nice nimble Dwight McNeil, he's bloody quick. He's so quick. He's got a bag of tricks in him, and he can actually cross the ball when he needs to. So Arsenal will have to go up against that. But now with Arteta's new 4-3-3 system, with new players being introduced, Leno being dropped, Ramsdale being slotted in now as the Arsenal #1. Well done on that. I'm so happy that actually has happened. If a player doesn't want to commit to Arsenal and they want to leave, you know what? That's why they bought Ramsdale. And those Arsenal fans out there who are slagging him off, saying, how can you pay that much money for a backup goalkeeper, goes to show fans actually don't really know what's going on behind the scenes. So maybe get off Ramsdale's back and give him more love, especially going on to this game. Anyway, going forward again, previous results. This has shown it could be a draw written all over it. I don't want to come to that conclusion just yet because I want to see what Arsenal can actually do. I want to see what it's going to be like when you have Thomas Partey as well as Lokonga in the centre with Odegaard just in front of them. Can Odegaard be the locksmith and unlock the gate to Burnley's defence? But Burnley's defence are mean, they're tough, they're rugged. They've got some great guys back there, and they have a good goalkeeper in Nick Pope. I actually like Nick Pope. I think he's actually one of the best goalkeepers in the Premier League. He just doesn't get the light shine upon him because he plays for Burnley. And that's no shade to them at all whatsoever. But then again, Arsenal do have Pepe on the right, they have Saka on the left, and they do have the deadly hitman up front in Aubameyang. What about Ben White and Gabriel at the back with Kieran Tierney, Mr. Captain Fantastic in the future, with Tomiyasu coming in 6'2". My God, this guy at right back is just ferocious. He's got pace, he's got power, he can jump in the air. He won 7 aerial duels last week against Norwich, who as well is a physical team. But I'm still going to call this one a draw for now. But then let's go into the form guide. Now with the form guide, what you're going to see is this. Arsenal got their first victory last weekend against Norwich. Burnley just got whooped against Everton. I'll keep saying that, but they did get whooped. They got battered, didn't they? They really, truly got battered in the second half. And it was a quick turnover in possessions that led them to all the 3 goals they conceded. But before that, Burnley was still in front of Arsenal. Now, Arsenal are now in front of Burnley because of that one win, but there's only 2 points that separate these two teams, as well as 2 positions as well. So it's not like they're so miles in front of each other. They're very close. A Burnley win puts them on top of Arsenal. An Arsenal win makes them go sky high in the Premier League at last. That's if other results do not go their way. If other results go their way, then bam, Arsenal are then going to be in the ascendancy, but their goal difference could be the hinder as well. And how long is it going to take Arsenal to write off another -8 goals against them? Who knows? It could be up until Christmas, by the way they're playing football right now. But what we do know is this. Both teams are going to be up for it. Arsenal have a win under their belt. Burnley's got their arse whipped, and this is the game where both managers can still lay another foundation for either another win or the first win of the season. Sean Dyce is not going to go out of Turf Moor losing this game. Arteta's not going to go all the way up to Burnley wanting to lose the game or get a point and come out and say, well, a point is a sufficient amount of points we need for Arsenal to go forward. It's not going to be good enough. You know what's going to happen. You know on Twitter it's going to be more Arteta out if Arsenal do not win. It's not going to be Sean Dyce out because Burnley know what Burnley are all about under Sean Dyce. They're slow starters to the Premier League. So the form guide kind of doesn't go for Burnley, but it goes more against Arsenal than Burnley. Don't get me wrong. Burnley are going to want the win. Arsenal are going to want to win. And that's why I'm thinking it's still going to be a draw. I really do. I think it's going to be a draw. Last week I got it wrong. So people are saying, well, what's the point of listening to you if you can't even get the predictions right? Well, I kind of did in the other shows. But the way Arsenal are attacking right now, we're still not going to see it. But Arsenal are going to need to get this win. Now, if you look at the upcoming fixtures after these games, you're going to see why Arsenal are going to really, truly need to get this win and get the football style down because they're going to play against Spurs at the Emirates. And that's going to be a massive game for Arsenal, the Arsenal fans, and Mikel Arteta's legacy. Should he even create one, it's either going to be a good one or a bad one. While Sean Dyce, his legacy is cemented. He's done well for Burnley, and they had a bit more money and a bit more class and a bit more clout, then who knows what this team could actually do. So at the moment, I'm going to call it actually an Arsenal win, and here's why. It's a 4-3-3 system is just going to work. Arsenal's going to have too much creativity for Burnley. Unless Sean Dyce changes it to a 4-5-1, smothers the midfield, even though they're at home, just to break Arsenal down. But I just think it's not going to be enough. I think Sean Dyce will go with a 4-4-2. Arteta will go with a 4-3-3, even though he's away from home. They'll have too much pace, too much power, too much creativity. Arsenal are going to be up for it. When I say up for it, I mean really and truly up for it because this is the game that's going to cement whether or not they're going to beat Spurs the following weekend. So anyway, if you're new to the show, this is the point where you like and subscribe because you get shows like this, game day hype shows on a Friday and Saturday. You already know on a Monday we do a recap of the Premier League results. You know on Tuesdays and Wednesdays we do also the game day review shows for the Champions League. So there's so many shows that keep coming to you every day or nearly now every other day. So that is the reason why you need to subscribe and your team will be featured and we will cover them. But anyway, thank you for watching right now. Really appreciate it, and I would really appreciate it if you did find the time in yourself just to subscribe, send it to someone who actually supports the team that we are covering right now, so they too can get a game day hype show review and get them up for this game. Thank you for watching. I'm tying up for TK24 Sports. We'll see you soon.